Hey guys, how you doing? It's Quack here, One Star White Diamond. So tonight, you guys just saw the products and also the business side. I'm super excited because I get to share with you information that's really going to help you guys really pioneer this movement in Sweden that we got going. Okay, so you saw, with the presentation, you saw two sides. You saw the product side, which is helping people get better health, and we know right now that there's a lot of health problems going on, and it stems from the types of food that we're eating. So with the YoHa products. It can really help a lot of people with that. And the other side you saw, which is the opportunity side, is a lot of people are under a lot of financial stress, and we also serve that market as well. So I'm super excited because I get to help and train you guys and show you this, how we're going to expand this movement down in Sweden, right? So I want to get straight into it. So what is the purpose of the call? For me, because I've been doing the business for about 37 months, and I've gone through, the tough times when it first came to Australia. So 37 months ago, it was very difficult for us to really make it happen, and it was very slow at the start. So the purpose of this call is to really give you guys a head start and share with you some stories and experiences have come across to really help you really expand a lot faster than we did in Australia, right? So there's a movement happening right now in Sweden, and that movement really stems with what your health is all about. It's about sharing happiness through health, wealth, and self-mastery, right? So when I first started, I didn't really understand these three concepts, but I realized when I looked into it further, we all are striving for happiness, and through that we can get that by achieving good health, but also having a vehicle that provide for wealth, but also working on oneself and developing who you are as a person. I feel like when you have these three areas mastered, you can really achieve true happiness. And that's what the company is about. And I'm super excited because I get to share this information with you guys to really help you through this. So 37 months ago, where was I? I was basically in this position where financially it was very hard for me. Growing up, I watched my parents basically struggle through the whole life, and they fled the war in Vietnam to come to Australia for a better life, but they found a lot more hardship. And through that hardship, I watched them struggle financially. There's always fights about money and so forth, but coming to a country, they didn't know any English. They had no money and no family over here. So it was very difficult for them to really start a life with us, me and my sister, but they pushed through the tough times. They try to give me the best education and all that stuff, but again, I just saw a lot of pain when I was growing up. So through that, they've given me a lot of things in life. They told me to do the traditional thing: go to school, get a good job, and study, and then eventually get a good job so I can provide for my family, right? So that was sort of the norm that we were going through. But through that, I found a lot of pain as well. After university, I couldn't get a job, $20,000 in HECS debt. At that point in my life, I graduated, worked super hard, wasn't very smart in school, but I managed to push through that and graduate. And I couldn't find a job for at least 6 to 8 months. And the job that I found was at a tennis center, basically selling ice cream to kids. So it wasn't where I wanted to be. But at the same time, I studied PT and became a personal trainer. And the reason why I did that, because that's the only thing I felt passionate about. And I basically did personal training for about 4.5 years. And at the age of 26, I just felt like I had no direction of where I was going. I felt like I wasn't progressing as a person, and I was just going through the motions kind of thing. The biggest thing that I felt was I felt lost, and I kind of felt stuck, and I was very angry and frustrated about the situation I was in, because for me, I wanted to provide a future for my family, but also help my parents out. And at the age of 26, I felt like I couldn't find a way to do that. And in that situation, I wish someone told me sort of what to do. And lucky enough, a good friend of mine showed me the products. I fell in love with them because I started to learn about how the products can really help people with the digestion and so forth. And I became very passionate about that. I went to my first party, and from that party, I was sitting there. And when I was sitting there, I heard stories about people creating success and coming from basically having nothing to reaching the success they have today. And I really connected to that because I saw it as a way to get out of what I was doing. I had no clue about business. I was a very shy person and I didn't know how to communicate to people. And but the one thing I knew and what I saw was I saw people who were just average people. They just worked hard, believed in themselves, and they managed to create success in their lives. So I just felt like they could get me where I wanted to be. So from that point, I just got started. And when I got started, for the first 6 to 8 months, I basically didn't make any money. It was very hard because I didn't have the mindset or the skill set to really be successful in it. But the one thing I got was the support. And the support of, you know, my mentors, Marco and Dave. They really guided me through the whole thing. And today, life's pretty different. Financially, I don't have to worry about money anymore. I've developed a residual income where I'm able to set up the future for myself and also my parents. And I have 100% clarity of where I'm going in life. So now I'm no longer lost. I don't feel stuck, and I'm not angry anymore. And this is how the business opportunity and the people in that showed me this really changed my whole life around. So I want to show you guys the same thing that we're about to do in Sweden. So what I did for the first 37 months of the business, I want to give you sort of the background of how to really fast track this in Sweden, because it's super exciting. I see a lot of really young, switched on people ready to really pioneer this thing, okay? And I want to show you what your life, how it could really change your life if you really put the work in and believe that you can do it, okay? So this is my first car. So this is the story I want to share with you guys. My mum gave me this car. Now, I didn't ask for the car. She just gave it to me because that's the type of person she is. My second car was another Honda, and basically she bought that car for me for $23,000. And you know, watching my parents work in factories for minimum wage, basically, for let's say $500 a week, I think, and to save that much money for a $23,000 car, when she gave me that, you know, I was happy, but, you know, sad, very sad at the same time. Sad that she spent all that money on me, and I felt like I didn't deserve it. You know, now today, after reaching success in the business thanks to the support and coaching, now I drive this nice car. But the most important thing, guys, is it's like my first car was given to me. My second car was bought by my parents and given to me. And this car I created by myself because someone helped me, show me an opportunity to change where I was at. And, you know, I'll tell you a quick story. When I got my car, I didn't really tell my parents that I was getting a car. And they basically rocked up to the house, and they basically started yelling, you know, where did you steal this kind of car from, you know? So they didn't really believe that I could achieve what I achieved, but eventually they believed me because I kept driving the car, right? But, you know, they couldn't really fathom how I actually did that. And I did that through this business and the support of the people in the company. So that's sort of my progression. Being able to travel the world as well. That's me and Bridget. That's a shot at Venice Beach. We went to Hollywood. We went to Santa Monica. And that's us in the team in Miami. We got a nice beach house at the place for the annual conference. Went to New Zealand, really had a great time there, expanding into New Zealand. But just a group of people that I love hanging around with, that really support each other, really develop and grow each other, and really are driven and passionate about helping people with health, but also financially creating success in their lives. And then wanting to pass that forward onto other people as well. And being surrounded by driven people like this really helped me believe a lot more in myself and where I was going. That's just the image at the Gold Coast. The point I want to get across here is in this business, all you need is laptop, some internet, and you can work anywhere. And that's the beauty of this business. A lot of people right now are looking for ways to create extra money. And I feel like the best way to do it is be your own boss. And network marketing is a way where you can create that with low startup costs, low risk, and work with a great bunch of people, right? So that's sort of like my journey so far. I wanted to share with you guys because at the start it was not given to me. It was super hard because I didn't really know how to talk to people, let alone understand about business. But what I did have on my side was a mentor overlooking and teaching me what he had experienced. So pretty much what I'm showing you guys. Okay, so this is what kind of stuff that you can achieve if you really put the hard work in and believe that you can really pioneer and make this movement happen in Sweden. Okay. So I want to take you back to my first launch. When I first started, this is the first party I ever went to. Okay, it's a room full of maybe 50 people, and in that room, sitting at the back row, I knew that there was something happening. I knew that I saw the products, how they were, could help a lot of people, but I really connected to a lot of people's stories about the opportunity. I saw 3 stories that I'll touch base on, but the most important thing is that's when Brisbane first launched. And at that time, it was very, very difficult for me because I didn't really understand how the hell the business works, and I had no really concept of understanding it. But I knew that it could help me in some sort of way, and I really connected to the people's stories. So I got started, and the first party I ever held, the first big party that I ever held and took ownership and really stepped up and hired the venue and invited people there, this was the results. So you can see a lot of empty chairs and not that many people, right? And that's where I started. This is where it all started for me back 37 months ago. I remember this moment clearly. In this point of time, Melbourne was a massive expanding city with Your Health, and they had a presentation on the same night, and basically they had over 100 people there, and I did mine the same night as well in Brisbane, and this was the result. So that for me was very difficult because I didn't understand why, and I felt like I was kind of failing. But from this point, I really relied on my mentors to really give me guidance and coaching to really develop the business into where it is today. And just wanted to show you guys this because you guys are going to go through exactly the same thing I did. Okay, you're going to have the smaller launches and you're going to try to hold parties and not many people are going to come, and that's just part of the business. But see, I had a decision to make. Basically, keep going or quit. And quitting was an option for me because I understood why I did this business. And I connected to the emotional part of my why where I had to do it for my parents. So I kept going. I didn't really see this in the photo. I didn't really know how to set up a venue. I didn't know how to make a PowerPoint. I didn't know how to work the sound system. I didn't really know anything. But what I did know was I took ownership and stepped up and just tried it anyway. And I failed multiple times, right? It was, I didn't know how to present to people. So it was very awkward when I started first presenting and doing parties. But what I did do is I kept going. I kept learning. And as I kept practicing and learning, I got better and better. Okay. So not only that is we have a lot of people getting great results from the products as well. The A-Week Challenge has helped a lot of people, and the company has given over millions of dollars worth of free products. And this is why I'm so passionate. This is what drives the business. People getting results. Okay, our products really do work, and once you try them, you'll know what I'm talking about, right? Because I've seen a lot of people take the products. It can help a lot of people, whether you're male, female, overweight, or want to sculpt up, or 90-year-old grandma, or you're an elite athlete. Everyone needs to eat food, and everyone needs to digest it, and that's what our products do. But we tailor it to the A-Week Challenge where we're promoting exercise. So now we've got some people, taking great products, but also exercising. Gets great results for them as well. And when you win the A-Week Challenge, you get to win up to $1,000 worth of free products. Okay, so that's what we're changing as well. We're changing the health and really adding value to people to really help them get to their health goals. That's what I'm super passionate about, and this is what drives the business as well. But also this other the opportunity side is really growing right now. So in 2013, guys, there was only 3 luxury cars in Australia, the whole of Australia. In 2014, on this stage right now, there's 54 luxury cars. And from my team, I help 20 people drive the luxury cars, okay? So see this picture, guys? This is going to happen in Sweden, okay? I got no doubts about it. I know we got some really sharp people. We have the right people to make this movement happen. All you got to do, guys, is put in the work and basically copy what we did and apply it over there. And when you work hard at that, you're going to create this success over there. Okay, so this is Australia at the annual event. There's about 1,200 people there. I was lucky enough to speak on stage and be involved with the top earners and the co-founder Dennis. That's what we managed to create in 37 to 40 months. Okay, so I want to show you guys what is possible and what we're about to do in Sweden. And that's why I'm so passionate about it, because I know we built this already over in Australia and we want to do the same thing over there. And we're just looking for some couple of people to really work hard at it and really create this, because once you create this, you'll live the lifestyle that the top earners are living right now. So for example, not many people understand how big this industry is. Okay, network marketing and health and wellness is two booming industries right now, and the world is changing. And what's happening right now, there's a lot of problems with financial stress and people losing their jobs and so forth. So people are looking for other ways to create extra income. And network marketing is another way where people can do that without all the risk and overheads and cost. So understanding that network marketing is a $178 billion industry. And a lot of people think the movie industry is big at 88 billion. So network marketing is one of the biggest industries on the planet right now that has created a lot of new millionaires as well. Okay, so not only that, the health and wellness is on our side as well. So Paul Zane Pilsner, he predicts that there will be 10 million new millionaires created in the wellness and network marketing industry. And this guy's a 9-time best-selling author, guys. He predicts what's going to happen in the economy. So right now he predicts that network marketing and the wellness will combine together, generate the new wealth. 10 million new millionaire, guys. This is going to happen, and this is what we want to pioneer. Okay, Your Health has amazing health products that can get people results, but also it's in network marketing, the business model of the 21st century. Okay, so if you don't believe me, go do your research. These are the list of the 22 top earners globally. You can see the income per month, $1.3 million per month. Okay, when I looked at that, it kind of blew my mind away, because I didn't really understand the power of this industry. And I started to do more research about all the top companies and all the top leaders, and I realized that this industry has massive uncapped limits to get to. And when you start applying yourself to this, you can create the lifestyle of basically financial freedom. And that's what we're really after. Okay, so I want to share with you guys a couple of stories. These guys that I'm about to share is they're basically the pioneers of Australia. And they went through all the stuff that you're about to go through, and there was a lot of ups and downs. Okay, but the most important thing, they kept going. They still had that strong vision of where they wanted to go. Okay, so this is Marco. This is his life now. So at the start, this guy was working like 2 different jobs, right? And he took this on as a 3rd job, and it was super difficult at the start for him. They didn't really understand how network marketing worked. They didn't understand how business worked, but they managed to push through the tough times. I mean, at that point, shipping was $100. Okay, the products weren't even registered in Australia. Okay, we had to wait 2 weeks to get the products. You order products and you have to wait 2 weeks to get them. The way we got paid was in checks, so it was super difficult to really cash in the checks as well. But he managed to overcome a lot of problems, and this is the life he lives today. He lives in a nice apartment with a great view. He's been able to help his parents and pay for their holiday to go back to their home country. Managed to get his mum a nice car. Also be able to drive and pick up one of the nicest Porsches I've seen. Also start investing his business in other areas as well. But the most important thing is I want to show you the results, because this is what your life could be like. If you really step up and believe that you can pioneer this country in Sweden, this is the lifestyle that you can create for yourself and other people as well. The other story I want to share with you is Dave. Now, Dave, he came from a pretty tough background. He's basically worked 13 different jobs, got fired from obviously all of them. And it was very difficult for him at the start because he didn't really have the correct mindset. he was $20,000 in debt, and he always had money problems. Okay, this was his first car. So this guy, he's come from a pretty, average background, but he's managed to create massive success. Dave's the one who brought this to Australia. Okay, so in 2012, he created a bit of success, and this is where I met Dave. He came to one of the launches, and I really connected to his story. I really knew that he was a very genuine person, and he had a massive vision of where Australia wanted to be. Now, you guys got to remember, his vision back then was huge. He knew Australia was going to blow up because a lot of people needed the products, but also needed the business opportunity. But there was no luxury car bonus. There's no every challenge. There's really the foundation really wasn't set strong. Okay, so he just had a massive vision and rallied a lot of people together, and from that, in 2013, he managed to get his nice Ferrari. Okay, so you can see his progression from the Ford to the Ferrari, but it doesn't stop there, guys. This guy's work ethic is intense. He's always putting 100% effort into the business, and he's created a lot of success for himself and really set up Australia, now becoming one of the top income producers globally. Okay, he's written a book called The New Era of Network Marketing, and basically he talks about why network marketing is a movement right now that people need in their lives. Okay, no longer the plan of working 40 hours for 40 years. That doesn't work anymore. That's a broken model. We understand right now that people don't want to do that. What we understand is people are looking for a different way. And I believe that network marketing is a different way to really create that in our lives. He's part of the FC, which is the Founders Council. That's his bonus that he got when he achieved the 79% growth. I mean, that's just a bonus on top of all his commissions. So he's created a lifestyle, and it's based on his work ethic, guys. Like, picture this: you're trying to pioneer a country and create a movement in Australia, and this guy didn't make any money for the first 3 months, and now because he's pushed through it, this is the results he can get, and you guys got to see yourself in this position. Okay, in 2015 to this year, he's managed to buy a luxury mansion in the Gold Coast, one of the nicest mansions I ever seen, and just to see where he come from and where he is now, it's super exciting because I'm getting coaching and mentor from Dave, and really he's going to teach me how to progress like this. But what's more exciting is you guys get the opportunity to open up a country. You guys get the opportunity to create this lifestyle. It is right in front of you. We're going to teach you step by step exactly what to do to create this. All you got to do is follow the system, believe that you can do it, and work your ass off. Because when you do that, you can create this lifestyle. This is not made up, guys. This is real. Okay, it's real. We're going to expand over there. It's going to happen no matter what, because we already made it happen in Australia, and we figured out the system and the right structure to do it, and we're going to teach you exactly what to do. Okay, and this brings me to my last point. Basically, we're doing a pre-launch, and this event is on the 28th of June. So Dave will actually be flying over there, and he's going to be going through the presentation and maybe some training as well, and really set you guys up of how he created success that he has in Australia, and teach you step by step of what to do. So guys, mark that date down. Whoever sent you this link and you got on this call, contact them now to get a spot, because I think there's limited seating as well. So make sure you get your tickets, make sure you book your spots. It's on the 28th of June, okay, 4 p.m. So if you get a chance to meet Dave, just go up to him, ask him questions, and really pick his brains of how he created this, because the movement right now is going to happen in Sweden, and I'm super excited to really help you guys really launch this and really make it happen for you guys. Okay, but that's pretty much it, guys. I will talk to you soon.